Hello, everybody, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. This is my podcast about knitting and family and books and whatever else I could think of to talk about. I don't have a lot to talk about, but you know me, I will make it stretch. Anyways, I'm Kim, and this is my podcast, and all the things I talk about, I usually do from my home right here outside of Lima, Ohio, where I live with my puppy dog Ginger, my kitty cat Heather, my beautiful, handsome husband Randy, and his wonderful father Ronald. Anyways, today is May 2nd, 2023, and this is episode 304. Those of you who have watched me before know this isn't where I generally film from. So if the lighting's a little different or whatever, that's why. This is our front room. Generally, this is where Ronald is. But he decided to go in the family room and take a nap. And I didn't want to wake him up. Anyways, you can find me online on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting. On Ravelry, I'm NapiersKnits, and then we also have a group for the Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group. And on Instagram, I'm known as knittin_Kim. Now, the reason why the podcast group is important is because that's where people can enter things so they can be part of my drawings. And that's it. Okay, on the first of every month, I have a drawing because my craft alongs are finished the day before. So the reason why it's so important is that's where you can enter. You could also put a note underneath. Oh, no, sorry, that won't work. Duh. And I'm sorry, I'm not synced today. Sync, sunk. At least right now I'm not. Hopefully it'll come out straight, but I don't know. Anyways, and speaking of craft alongs, we just finished one. And I said I would wait until today to do the to announce the winners. So, drum roll. The winners of the Let's Make Socks for March and April 2023 are FIZZONA and LMECOLL. Yay! They both posted socks under there, and they were beautiful socks, let me tell you. Those two have until the 16th of the month to let me know. Would you rather have a Knit Picks $10 gift card, Michael's $10 gift card, or a $10 giftable pattern? If I can get her. Somebody came to join me. Anyways, she wants me to put the footrest up on the sofa. That's where I'm at the computer right now. Anyways, okay. So you can choose from one of those prizes, and then also go to Milo's Knit Corner and feel free to choose the pattern there. My hair. I had my hair looking nice this morning. I fixed it so that because I knew I was going to the doctor's, and then I was going to do my podcast. We stepped out. Oh, and there's Heather back in the background. And we got out of the doctor's, and the wind was blowing, and the sleet was sleeting, and I thought this is ridiculous. So, anyways, back to the winners. FIZZONA and LMECOLL, congratulations. Just get a hold of me, okay? Coming up, and this was suggested by a Linda in our group. We have a few Lindas in our group. For May and June, it has to be started no earlier than the 1st of May. It has to be finished no later than the end of June. We're doing crafting with lace. So see, you can work lace into knitting and crocheting and sewing and I don't know. Let me know, because I can't wait to see. I know what I'm working on for it. Anyways, so there is a giveaway associated with all the craft along groups, and there are craft alongs because however you could work the topic in, and it's a craft, go ahead and do it. I always have a finished object craft along, which any craft that you finish, you may post underneath that thread in our group, Ravelry group, and then haven't made one for the lace yet. I will do that. Um, oh, and if there's a name for it, take a picture of your item. If there's a name for it, please include the name, the pattern name. Then, like I said, the first of the month, I lock the thread, and then I have random number generator draw winners, and it's always surprising to me where they pick. So, anyways, and you always have 2 weeks from the time of the announcement to let me know what you would like to have. Now, if you get a Michaels or a KnitPicks card, I would most appreciate it if you would then go to ksnapier475.blogspot.com and click. You can't click on the link. You have to copy and paste the link, and that will take you to their store. And if you use your gift card through that, then you can it helps me get a couple pennies, which helps me pay for the gifts that you guys get. I just got a check the other day. I was so tickled by it. And if anybody ever wants to donate a prize, sponsor a prize, let me know. I would be glad to let you in on that. I should let you know, the finished object craft along is April through May. And then the Let's Craft with Lace is May through June. Okay, I do that because I was doing the finished object one every month, and it got to be where, say hello, Randy. Don't get too close. There you go.
Hello, Randy.
There, you see everybody but Ron. Now you get to hear Ginger. She's saying, wait, you're supposed to talk some more. It's okay, hon. Jen, it's okay. She is my puppy. You can tell. Anyways, yeah, I don't know where I was at with that, but that's okay. So what have I been working on? Well, you know what I've been working on because I can't do my temperature Afghan yet. Oh, I did. Look, I got it off. Now, I have to put it on if I'm going to handle anything heavy. So my Afghan's going to be out of the question for a little while. However, I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up the dancing tee and the unicorn sweaters soon. And hopefully I could do the soup kitchen socks. However, until then, I am doing pattern tests. And this is one that I'm doing for Tiega. I actually have two more, and I have the yarn. Oh, just a minute. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, I have this that I've been doing for Tiega Hilliard. It's going to be a little dress, and it'll be for an Elsie dress. Um, I kind of want to finish it before I start another one. Oh, and just so you can see, my progress marker was right there last week, and I got from the sorry, my finger's not working yet. From the progress marker down to there done. So I do more knitting than I realize, which totally amazes me. But I'm hoping I could pick up my knitting time now, and maybe, well, I think that's what I was talking about, and maybe I'll be able to get through everything really quick. I was talking about my thumb, I think. I went to see my doctor today, um, actually his assistant, and she goes, "Okay, take it off," and I took it off. She goes, "Now you're not to lift anything heavy. When you can start carrying a can or a glass, and try a plate, and when you're comfortable with that, then you can work up little by little." And she goes, "And you'll be able to touch." She goes, "You've lost a lot of movement, so but before long you'll be able to touch each finger." So I could do that. She goes, "And then you'll be able to touch the thumb to the hand over here." So I can't do that. She goes, "No, but you'll be able to." And she gave me a couple exercises to do to help build up mobility. I didn't want to tell her, you don't realize my wrist hasn't had mobility for ages. It's called arthritis. Anyways, I was going to show you because Taiga has two more dresses. Well, actually, she had four more patterns, and then three more came out today. And I told my husband just now, I said, I didn't take them. I was very sad. I had a card for Joanne. It was a credit card. I mean, it was a for returning yarn. They gave me a card that had credit on it. So I tried to use it online. No, have to use it in the store. So I said, okay. I told Randy, well, let's go to Joann's and I'll get my yarn that I need for this. Because it's supposed to be a lightweight yarn, kind of like fingering weight, which I don't know if what I got really is. Well, it says it is, so we hope. Anyways, so we went to Joann's and we looked around, and my Joann's had reduced their yarn aisles so much. And I know it is because, trends. Sometimes material is more in demand. Sometimes yarn is in big demand. Sometimes it's jewelry making. I don't know what was in big demand right now other than summer things. I even asked somebody there, I said, do you have any fingering weight yarn? And she called up front because the lady who was up front knits. And she told her where it would be if they had any. And I should tell you, my father-in-law is getting ready to go to a dentist appointment with my husband. So you may hear the dog do her little thing, or you may get to see her chase her tail. Sometimes when Randy leaves, it's something that she does. I think it's because she's so close to the ground. She'll go after his feet. She doesn't go after mine. And I'm supposing that's because she's my dog. I don't know. But we've got her sometimes, yeah, there she goes, trying to figure out, okay, where am I going? Trying to just, he's got her trained so that some of the times when he says chase your tail, she will chase her tail. Jen, go ahead. She also doesn't believe it when my husband will say, you want to go outside? And I have to give her permission. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, okay, so we went to Joanne, and she goes, well, you're probably going to have to go next door. Now, what I was trying to not do was spend tons of money on the yarn. Yes, I love indie dyed yarn. But for a pattern test and one that I needed to get started, Hobby Lobby next door to Joann's had some skeins. They were $15 each. Beautiful yarn. Yes, beautiful. But I had to buy enough for two dresses. And I said, I can't spend that much money. I know my husband wonders who I am and what happened to his wife that he was married to that would spend all of her money, all of his money. So anyways, so I went to Hobby Lobby. On Michaels, I love shopping Michaels, except quite often you have to buy multi-packs. And since I've told my husband I'm trying not to buy a lot of extra yarn, I didn't want to buy a multi-pack. So we went to Hobby Lobbies, and honestly, other than the $15 a skein yarn, we found Yarntopia. Yarn D's Yarntopia. And I've worked with this before, and I like it a lot. Um, I had to buy two skeins of it, two skeins of the other. And it's a nice feeling yarn. It truly, truly is. $3.99 is what it was. And this is called Heather. Same as my cat, but only the color isn't the same as my cat. So one of the dresses, my husband told me, why didn't you get purple? So my granddaughter has this beautiful dark hair. And I try to think of colors that will play off of that because she's not losing it. And so I'm thinking, okay. So we did pick the heather, but then I wanted to pick something bright, like the red. This red, it's called scarlet. Well, then we had to find the same dye lot because I found this one color I really liked, and there was 4 skeins in there. So I thought, okay, odds are I'll find the same dye lot. Nope, they were each different dye lots. So anyways, you've seen the yarn. As I get started on the dresses, you'll get to see me progress. But anyways, so let's see. Oh, my husband's birthday was Saturday. I'm down. I'm just chatting now. We really didn't do anything. He got a bee hat for me, beekeeper hat. Not that we have bees right now, but I'm trying to encourage him. Because every year I tell him, okay, the money I would spend on a gift for you for the past few Christmases and birthdays, I want you to spend on bees. We may end up spending that money on a chicken coop because I really would like to have chickens. And we found this nice little chicken coop. It holds 2 to 3 chickens. And it has wheels on it so you can move it from place to place in your garden. And so if he doesn't get his bees this year, we may use that money for chickens. Anyways, and like I said, I went to the doctor this morning. Oh, and it's wet and rainy. We were gonna get our just a second. We were going to get our plants 2 weekends ago. That's my father-in-law. 2 weekends ago. But I think because it got colder, it was rainy. Let's see if my puppy does it. She's watching. Randy, tell her to chase her tail. I told him you might get to see that. Oh, she will not chase her tail if I tell her to. Now she's going to the family room, looking out there because she thinks they're going to go by that way. They don't. She doesn't always realize that when we go out the store, it's just the same as when she goes out the store. It's right to the garage. So, anyways, 2 weekends ago we were going to get our plants. I think it must have been cold. So we decided we were going to wait till this past weekend. It was so rainy, and we depending on the weather, we get ourselves booked up. And like I wanted to get this yarn and everything. So we're hoping. Well, okay, we were going to go to see Ian and Rachel this coming weekend, but since we're not now because they're busy. We're probably may not get to see them until June. But so we now have this weekend freed up because this was going to be a grandbaby weekend, but it's not going to be now. So maybe it'll be a plant weekend. And I checked with my doctor. I said, gardening? Can I garden? She goes, well, don't pull weeds with this hand. She goes, use your other hand. I said, how about like planting window boxes and things? She goes, oh, yeah. Okay. I said, that always feels so good anyway. Put your hands in that nice, warm dirt. Oh. And my husband's been very busy out weeding my strawberry patch. We're trying to see how many strawberry plants we have because last year the thumb started acting up. I can't remember what all happened. I did really great beginning of the summer, but then as time progressed, I wasn't able to keep up like I was before. And so, I don't remember what happened. I don't remember. So the violets overtook it. We dandelions did a little bit, but violets everywhere. And I said something about this is the first patch I've had where my violets and my strawberries grow together. It's okay, Jen. It's like, where did they go? So, anyways, I think I've talked enough. It's almost 19 minutes. I like to keep them around 20 so that by the time I do the intro and the ending, I don't know what I'm doing for my intro because I don't have any new pictures. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope all your craftiness is successful no matter what it is. I just realized before I finish closing, you can see my yarn swift back there. And that little white bin is where I store material. And that brown wooden thing, that was my mother's sewing cabinet. My dad made that for her. And we still have the sewing machine and everything. And it folds up so nicely like that. But then my cat Heather makes a bed out of the top of it. But then when I'm ready to use it for sewing, I can fling out the arms again. And it makes a nice sewing cabinet. So, anyways, okay, back to my ending. I just wanted to tell you what was in the background. And that room divider in the old house when I had to sleep downstairs, it was my way of dividing my bedroom from the rest of the house. And that is, I love Vincent Van Gogh. That that side is his sunflowers, and the other side is Starry Starry Night. So we didn't have a place to put it here. We probably will when the kids move here because I think we're going to at night block off the hallway or block it off somewhere. I don't know. It may be over here. I don't know. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, and that's a ways away. Okay, I hope all your craftiness is successful. I hope you don't make any mistakes, but if you do, I hope they're little ones. I love you. I forgot how to do this. Big, big hugs. Take care. God bless. And I will talk with you next week. Bye bye.